screen goes dark and the world won't start, you know who to call, yeah. Struggle with that frozen screen. 3 days now and you're losing your mind. I see you typing but nothing's working right. Daniel's got that look in his eyes. From sunrise to the end of the day, you're always fixing what's broken away. Why do you always stay when everyone else would walk away? You run diagnostics, explaining every step like I'd understand. Your hands move fast across the keyboard magic, making sense of what I can't comprehend. From sunrise to the end of the day, you're always fixing what's broken away. Why do you always stay when everyone else would walk away? Parts. Maybe it's about the way you see. Every problem has a beating heart. You won't give up on me. Now the screen's alive and everything's running smooth. You pack your tools with that quiet smile. I know tomorrow when something breaks loose, you'll be back here in a little while. That's why you always stay when everyone else walk away. That's why you always care. That's why you're always there. The screen goes dark and the world won't start. I know who to call, yeah.
Oh boy, welcome. I love that new intro. Welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, which is our Judge Jeffrey Middleton docket. So let's get started as soon as we can here. Let me share this. Share screen, Judge Middleton. Let me make this bigger.
For it. This isn't going to go on your driving record. It shows as very minor, disturbing the peace kind of thing. $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee at $50 state minimum fee. Fine is $200. Can you pay that today, or do you need time to pay it?
Should be able to pay it today, yes.
All right, very good. Which I appreciate. The law says all fines are due immediately, and nobody ever has the money with them, except our Mexican citizens and the Amish. They've always got the money to pay the fine. which I appreciate. It closes the case out and gets the matter resolved. Keep your lights on, and however involved you are in methamphetamine, this would be a good time to not be. All right, sir, you're good to go. This matter is resolved. You have a fine, you can pay it. You get on with your business. Zachary Bauman?
Did you know you could be owed a major cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year? Even if
Hi, Linda. I'm not really paying attention to chat.
Good morning, sir.
Trying to cut out the ads.
I don't have your advice or rights. You got it there with you?
I see you, Linda.
I think I'm saying it right. You and I have met before, but you're Zachary Robert Edward Bauman?
Grant Bowman, yes, sir.
Grant Bauman. Well, they didn't have enough spaces in here, it just came out of GRA. Anyway, you're charged with assault and battery. Let's talk about that. Assault and battery is a misdemeanor. It's very common. It's an old-fashioned, even common law offense. But in Michigan, it's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. It is alleged that you assaulted somebody named Mason Polly, M-A-Y-S-A-N, on May 10th. Lower court. The man in glasses assaulted her husband. You got $1,724 with unpaid fines and costs, including the disturbing the peace from 2022, allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code, several other more recent traffic offenses. So in light of the fact that you get convicted of stuff and don't pay your fines, it's likely you could go to jail for this, because to give you a fine would be not very productive since you don't pay your fines. So,
Can I say something, Your Honor?
yes, sir.
My vehicle just kind of went out on me not too long ago. It's been a rough couple months. I just put some money on my fines when I got here.
Good.
We've been going through a lot of stuff with our kids lately, and we just got them back recently. So it's been a rough, like last year, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, my suggestion here would be I get a lawyer to help you with this.
Yes, sir.
You plead not guilty. So you paid some today?
Yes, I put $45 on it.
All right. I'll take whatever I can get. Very good. I want everyone to pay all their fines and costs before I retire. So everybody has till next December 31st to pay all their fines.
Congratulations on retirement.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'll have a choice in the matter. All right, plead not guilty. Are you working somewhere now?
Yes, sir. Morgan Olson.
Are you missing work right now?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry about that, because I gotta have you come back again. I'm gonna set an attorney pretrial for September 5th at 8:30. Good for you. How long you been at Morgan Olson?
I just started working back at Morgan about a month and a half ago. Before that, I was over at Carter's for a year and a half. Money's a little
The
better.
problem is Morgan goes like this. They're hiring, they slow down, but it's a good company, one of the best companies in the county to work for.
They take care of their employees too.
Yes. All right. I don't know what all this is about, but it looks convoluted and complicated. Maybe they would just turn it into disturbing the peace or something. There may be some video of this that all amounts to a bunch of nothing. But I'm going to show a plea of not guilty. I'm going to appoint an attorney for you. Set attorney pretrial Friday morning, September 5th, and paid $45 on fine and cost today. That's a good sign. All right. court officer's gonna take you out. And, yes?
So, he said he had numbers, ones just came in. He was in the room. I believe.
Does he need an interpreter?
Yes, and Jenny's working on getting, Vivian's not answering. So this one is for the reading Ezekiel.
All right, I want you to go out and hit him with a stick 3 times for not showing up on time. Well, then go over there. All right. One of our cases has arrived late. We need an interpreter and we let our interpreter go already, so we're gonna recover. Mr. Baumann, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Clipfell, I'll be with you in just a minute. Let's talk to Laro Antonio Gallegas and Calcantar.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. You're Laro Antonio Gallegos Alcantar.
Yes, sir.
They charge you with no insurance,
Yes, sir.
and that's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail, a fine of not less than $200, and not more than $500. It requires you to be fingerprinted. You met with the prosecutor, Angelique Camfield, one of the assistants, and apparently you've established that you have valid insurance now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I thought I did. I had the paper. It was just under storage. So it was just an honest mistake, Your Honor.
Yes, I believe that. So the prosecutors agreed to dismiss that charge for a plea to a civil infraction, which is called no proof of insurance. And they do this all the time. They dismiss the felony charge or the misdemeanor charge if people come in and prove that they have insurance and reduce it to a civil infraction. So did you not have a proof of insurance in the car at that time?
Well, I show a proof of insurance to the officer. It just happened that it was under storage.
All
But
right.
the proof of insurance, it showed the paper that it was valid all through the year.
But it was
It
storage
was,
only.
yeah, it was under storage, sir.
All right, then the fine here is $150, which is much better than $325. Can you pay that today or do you need time?
I should be able to pay today, sir.
All right, very good. All right, well, the misdemeanor's gone. I won't require that you get fingerprinted. You can pay your fine. The car's insured now. Very often, people get their car impounded. I had a guy yesterday. He had no insurance, car got impounded, couldn't afford to get the car out of impound. He actually lost his car.
Yeah, I'm very grateful with the officer.
Yeah,
Melt sales objections with this book. I just got my black book of questions in the mail.
all right. The court officer will take you out there. You can pay the fine. And best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations on your retirement.
All right, thank you. We'll see how that goes. I get about 70 weeks, maybe.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Trevor Clipfell?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We've met before, but you're Trevor Michael Clipfell?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clipfell, you got charged with carrying concealed weapon. That's not great. That's a felony. Tell you about it here. It's alleged that on April 12th in the city of Sturgis, you were carrying a pistol in a Chevy Sonic. Pistol's bigger than the car. That's a felony in Michigan. It's punishable by up to 5 years in jail and a fine of up to $2,500, and requires that the gun get forfeited. My advice here is that you plead not guilty, and I appoint a lawyer for you and set this for a pre-exam conference. Is that acceptable to you?
Yes, sir.
Very often, the prosecutor reduces these to a charge of improper transportation of a pistol in a vehicle, which requires forfeiture of the gun. I don't like these. They've got a bunch of kids driving around with guns in the car. Sometimes they're loaded. Sometimes there's one in the chamber. Extra magazines. It's like, what are these guys going to do with this? This gun is alleged to be a Glock. You were cooperative. Usually put it in a safe. The magazine was not in the gun. All right, they may reduce this, but appoint an attorney, set pre-exam. Are you working somewhere?
No, sir. I have an interview with Morgan Olson today.
All right, well, you gotta be here August 26th at 8:30. And for a pre-exam, we need a prelim. It'll be September 2nd at 1. All right, it does appear you were polite, respectful to the cops, identified the pistol was there. I'm not sure what all this was about, but we'll see. So they're going to give you some paperwork with your lawyer's name and number on it. I want you to contact the lawyer, make an appointment to discuss this with them. Probably no matter what happens, this gun is going to get ground up into little pieces. But for the time being, you're good to go with a court officer. I'll see you on August 26th, or Judge Patterson will, and good luck with your job application.
All right. Thank you, sir. And congrats on retirement.
Okay, I shouldn't have said anything about it. The only one that wants me to, well, my wife's ready for me to retire. All right, let's see if we have an interpreter here. We don't. The defendant, Mr. George, is yours. Yes. It's Ezekiel Hernandez Gomez. He has 2 civil infractions: impeding traffic and failed to yield.
So, Your Honor, I spoke to Ms. Jackson on this, and just reviewing the report, because of the nature of the accident, the felony charge or stay as it is.
All right. Senor Ezekiel Hernandez Gomez, would you come forward, please?
Señor Ezequiel, dice que se presente al estrado.
Oh, sí.
Thank you, Pablo, for joining us on short notice.
Thank you.
We had Vivian with us, and the defendant wasn't here. I called his name several times. He was late, and I let Vivian go, and then I couldn't get her back.
Okay.
Who wrote this ticket?
I believe it was Officer Ware.
Oh, boy. We're going to start by swearing our interpreter. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret these matters from Spanish into English and English into Spanish?
Yes, I do.
And would you state your name for the record, please?
Pablo Bello.
Senor Ezekiel Hernandez Gomez, you got a ticket in Sturgis.
Señor Ezequiel Hernández Gómez, usted tiene le dieron una multa en Sturgis
On August 2nd
el 2 de agosto
for some traffic charges.
Por unas infracciones de tránsito.
Driving without a valid license,
¿Está usted manejando sin una licencia válida de manejo?
failing to yield,
No pudo no se detuvo en un señalamiento donde dicen que
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout?
tenía que ceder el paso.
and impeding traffic.
Y el otra infracción es que estaba impidiendo usted el tráfico.
According to the ticket, you hit a car that was stopped at a stoplight.
De acuerdo a la multa que le dieron, usted le golpeó, chocó con un coche que estaba detenido en un alto.
And 3 people in the car had to go to the hospital.
Y 3 personas en el coche que usted le pegó tuvieron que ir al hospital.
And the ticket says you were going 40 miles an hour.
La multa dice que estaba usted manejando a 40 millas por hora.
Mr. Timothy George from the city of Sturgis.
El señor Timothy George de la ciudad que está diciendo el juez
Has indicated the city is going to dismiss this ticket.
dice que la ciudad le va a retirar esa multa,
Believing that much more serious charges should have actually been charged here.
porque dice que le van a poner cargos más serios por las infracciones de tránsito.
Some could even be felony charges.
Algunas de ellas pueden ser delitos mayores, lo que son felonías en inglés, ¿no?
If someone in that other car died,
Si alguien en ese vehículo pierde la vida,
they could be very serious charges.
podrían ser cargos muy serios.
Do you currently reside at 910 West Colon Road, Bronson?
¿Usted vive en el 910 West Colon Robinson, ya?
Sí, ahí mero.
Yes, I am.
Where are you employed?
¿Dónde trabaja, señor?
Trabajo en una fábrica.
I'm working in a factory.
All right, well, for today, these charges are dismissed.
Bueno, hoy le van a retirar esos cargos.
They're going to do further investigation.
Pero van a hacer una investigación más concienzuda, ¿no?
And it's very likely that you will get charged with a more serious offense.
Y es casi seguro que le van a dar le van a poner cargos más serios, señor.
they would issue a formal warrant for your arrest.
Y ya emitieron una orden de arresto para arrestarlo, señor.
My suggestion is that you stay in contact with the Sturgis Police Department.
Mi recomendación es de que esté usted en contacto con la policía de Sturgis.
They could then just ask you to come in if they issue those charges.
Probablemente le van a pedir que se presente porque le van a hacer otros cargos, ¿no?
What factory do you work at?
¿En qué fábrica trabaja usted, señor?
En Colguaret.
¿Colguaret?
Sí.
What's the name of it?
¿Cómo se llama la fábrica, señor?
Exos.
Oh,
Exo.
Sí.
Exos. We had another guy this morning that worked there.
Y dice que esta mañana otra persona trabaja ahí también.
Well, for now, these charges are dismissed, but it's likely that they're going to recharge it as something with more consequence because these people all went to the hospital.
Entonces le están retirando los cargos originales, señor, pero el juez dice que le van a poner unos cargos más serios porque las personas que iban en el vehículo las llevaron al hospital.
So as of now, you're free to go, sir.
Entonces usted ya puede retirarse, señor.
Pero eso, ¿en dónde puedo o cómo se puede arreglar eso? Pues, o cómo lo voy a hacer.
How can I fix this problem? What should I do?
You may also wish to go talk to a lawyer.
Pues el juez le está recomendando que contrate un abogado, señor. Vaya a hablar con usted con un abogado para ver cómo resolver ese problema, ¿no?
There's at least one lawyer in Sturgis, Mr. Fell, who speaks Spanish.
Hay un abogado que se llama el señor Fell que habla español. Está recomendando que vaya a verlo, ¿no?
Sí.
Or you may talk to a lawyer either in here or in Branch County.
O hable con un abogado aquí local o con un abogado en Branch County.
And they could help you with this, perhaps.
Y probablemente un abogado le pueda ayudar con el caso.
You're not entitled to have an attorney appointed to represent you.
No tiene usted derecho a un abogado del tribunal, dice el juez.
Because you haven't yet been charged with anything.
Porque todavía no le ponen cargos.
But you do have a right to hire a lawyer who could help you.
Pero sí tiene el derecho a contratar un abogado para que lo ayude con estos cargos que vienen.
All right, you're free to go, sir.
Eso es todo, señor. Ya puede retirarse.
All right, I think that finishes all of our arraignments. I don't think we had any free trials.
You still need that?
I'll put it in there anyway. All right, he's free to go. Thank you, Mr. George.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shut off the live stream here. I believe she speaks English.
Okay.
We'll find. Good morning.
Morning.
Are you Sarai?
Sarah E.
Sarah E?
Sarah E.
Sarah E. I've not seen that
speak
name.
English.
Hernandez Munoz. That's you?
Yeah.
You got charged with a felony, malicious destruction of property charge.
Mm-hmm.
The file number here is 25716FY.
Mm-hmm.
It's alleged that on March 8th, you and possibly others keyed a car belonging to Haley Klein.
Mm-hmm.
The government is banning this $39 electric lighter next month, and this is your last shot to get the original.
Doing about $1,800 worth of damage. So the prosecutors charged it as malicious destruction of property more than $1,000, which is a felony. Because it is a felony, I don't have jurisdiction to take your plea. So I'm going to show that you're pleading not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
18.
18. Are you a student?
Yeah, I'm enrolled in college right now.
At where?
Glen Oaks.
Very good. Pleaded not guilty. I'm going to appoint an attorney. Set pre-exam conference for 8/26/25. That'll be in front of Judge Patterson. That's at 8:30. And preliminary examination, if needed. I think Jeanette already gave it to me for 9/2/25 at 1. So I'm gonna have the court officer take you down to the court office. I've showed you pled not guilty. I've appointed a lawyer. When you're charged with a felony, you're entitled to have what's called a preliminary examination. But before the preliminary examination, they have what's called a pre-exam conference. So they're gonna give you some paperwork with your lawyer's name and number on it. I want you to call the lawyer, make an appointment to discuss this case with them prior to August 26th. They'll get the police report, any photographs, videos, anything. There may be, very likely, a plea to reduce this to a misdemeanor. But that will be up to the prosecutor. So you go with the court officer. Have you started your fall classes yet?
No, they start in like 2 weeks.
Sarah E. Probably all your life people have been mispronouncing your name. My name is Jeff. It's pretty hard to mispronounce, although they spell it wrong sometimes. It's R-U-I, not E-R-Y. Anyway, is that hers? Yes. All right, you go get the paperwork with your lawyer's name and number on it, call them, and make an appointment to discuss this case with them. All right, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
I think I may have 3 customers for you, Vivian. We have Ana Leah Cruz Rodriguez. No,
Well, we've discussed a resolution on hers, Judge.
okay.
So she's ready to go over the.
All right, good. Laro Antonio Gallegos Alcantar. Is that you, sir?
No.
Esquel Hernandez Gomez. That's you?
No.
No, is that you, sir? Well, all right, we've got, I think, at least 3. All right, well, let's talk to Ana Leah Cruz Hernandez. Please come forward. Buenos dias. No, I don't. Es usted Ana Leah Cruz Rodriguez?
Sí.
Yes. The lady on the screen, her name is Vivian Montero.
La señora en pantalla se llama Vivian Montero.
She is an interpreter for courts all over the state of Michigan.
Ella es intérprete de los tribunales por todo el estado de Michigan.
She is in her mobile headquarters somewhere.
Ella está en su sede móvil en alguna parte.
I'm going to ask her to swear an oath to transfer or translate and interpret accurately.
Le voy a pedir que ella preste juramento para interpretar de manera correcta.
Do you swear or affirm to the best of your ability you will interpret these matters from Spanish into English and English into Spanish?
I do.
Would you state your name for the record, please?
Vivian Montero, Court Interpreter 18369.
Hey guys, this is Senator John Ossoff in Georgia, and please hear me out because I'm the only Democratic senator up for re-election in a state that Donald Trump.
I got that.
You got a ticket in Sturgis on July 27th
Usted recibió una multa en Sturgis el 27 de julio
for driving without a valid operator's license.
por conducir sin tener una licencia vigente.
That's a misdemeanor in Michigan.
En Michigan es un delito menor.
It is punishable by up to 90 days in jail
Conlleva la máxima penalidad posible hasta 90 días de cárcel
and a fine of up to $100.
y una multa hasta $100.
It does carry 2 points on your driving record.
Y conlleva 2 puntos en su historial de conducir.
They also gave you a ticket for disobeying a traffic signal.
También le dieron una multa por desobedecer un control de tránsito.
You've spoken with the public defender, Ms. Jackson,
Usted habló con el abogado de oficio, la licenciada Jackson,
and the city attorney for Sturgis, Mr. Tim George, is here.
y el agente del Ministerio Público de Sturgis se encuentra aquí.
And he says that this matter has been resolved.
Y él dice que este caso ha sido resuelto.
Mr. George, what's the resolution here?
Licenciado George, ¿cuál es la resolución aquí?
Your Honor, she has provided what appears to be a valid Mexican license.
Su señoría, ella ha proporcionado lo que parece ser una licencia de México vigente.
In light of that, we would offer a 257-326 to resolve the case.
A la luz de eso, ofrecemos el doble 257.326 para resolver el caso.
And dismiss the traffic signal case?
Y desestimar el otro cargo por desobedecer un control de tráfico.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, su
That will
señoría.
$120.
Eso le va a ahorrar $120.
Jenny, would you bring me my phone, which is on top of my desk? You're from Washington State?
¿Usted viene del estado de Washington?
Sí.
And
Yes.
But you're now in Sturgis?
Pero ahora usted se encuentra en Sturgis?
Sí.
Yes.
And how long have you been in Sturgis?
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva viviendo en Sturgis?
Un año.
1 year.
And may I see your Mexican license?
¿Me puede prestar su licencia de México, por favor?
What state is it from?
¿De qué estado de México es?
Soy de Michoacán, pero viví un tiempo en Guerrero y ahí fue donde saqué la licencia.
I'm from Michoacán, but then I lived in Guerrero, and that's where I got the license.
We get a lot of false licenses.
Recibimos muchas licencias falsificadas.
We had a guy in here earlier this week. He bought his license at a store in Elkhart.
Tuvimos un acusado aquí más antes, bueno, en esta semana, y él había comprado su licencia en una tienda en Elkhart.
The real licenses have a QR code on them.
Las licencias verdaderas contienen un código QR.
Which your license does.
Y su licencia sí tiene.
And so this is a current valid license from the state of Guerrero, Mexico.
Y eso es una licencia vigente del estado de Guerrero, México.
It looks like it's good until 2028.
Parece que sigue vigente hasta 2028.
The leads are broke. You just don't understand. They don't have the money. They have fear. They just want to do it later.
But that doesn't answer the question. Even though
Pero
you
eso,
have
pero eso no contestó la pregunta. Aunque usted tiene una licencia vigente,
even though you have a valid Mexican driver's license,
aunque tiene una licencia vigente de México,
it does not necessarily give you the authority to drive in Michigan.
no le da a la autoridad necesariamente poder conducir en el estado de Michigan.
Before you lived in Michigan, you lived in Washington.
Antes de vivir en Michigan, usted vivía en Washington.
Now you've been in Michigan for a year.
Ahora usted tiene un año viviendo en Michigan.
And that license might give you permission to drive if you were here on a visit.
Esa licencia le da autorización de manejar si usted venía de visita,
But not if you actually move here.
pero no si usted cambia de casa para acá.
We get dozens, maybe hundreds of cases like this every year.
Vemos docenas y docenas de casos así todos los años.
But not very many people have a valid Mexican license.
Pero no hay muchas personas que traen una licencia vigente de México.
So Mr. George has offered to dismiss the stop sign ticket, which will save you $120.
Así que el licenciado George está dispuesto a desestimar lo del letrero de stop, que le va a ahorrar $120.
And he offers to dismiss the charge of no valid operator's license.
Y él está dispuesto a ofertar, desestimar el cargo de no tener licencia vigente.
And in exchange, you would enter a plea to the charge of allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code.
A cambio de eso, usted contestaría culpable a un cargo de gravedad reducido, permitir a una persona sin licencia quebrantar el código de vehículos motores.
It's kind of a strange charge.
Es un cargo medio raro.
Because the other that you're allowing to violate the motor vehicle code is yourself.
Porque es decir que usted está permitiendo a otra persona quebrantar el código de vehículos motores, se refiere a usted mismo.
But the charge carries no points.
Pero el cargo no conlleva puntos en su historial de conducir.
It doesn't go on your driving record.
No aparece en su historial.
And wouldn't affect your ability to register your Mexican license.
Y no le va a afectar registrar su licencia de México.
There is a way to do it.
Hay una forma de hacerlo.
But it's very hard.
Pero es muy difícil.
I think I've only seen anybody do it right about once or twice.
Creo que solo he visto una o dos personas hacerlo de manera correcta.
There may also be an issue about whether the license holder has lawful residency status or not.
También puede afectar si el titular de la licencia tiene regularizada su situación migratoria aquí o no.
Anyway, this charge is a very minor misdemeanor.
De todas maneras, este cargo es un delito menor, muy menor.
It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail.
Conlleva una máxima penalidad posible hasta 90 días de cárcel.
And a fine of up to $100.
Y una multa hasta $100.
I'm going to give you a $100 fine.
Voy a poner una multa de $100.
And $125 of state costs.
$125 costos estatales.
If you plead guilty to that amended charge.
Si usted contesta culpable al cargo enmendado.
Are you willing to plead to that charge?
¿Está dispuesto a contestar culpable a ese cargo de gravedad reducida?
Sí.
Yes.
Were you driving a car in Sturgis that day on July 27th?
¿Usted estuvo conduciendo un auto aquel día en Sturgis el 27 de julio?
Sí.
Very
Yes.
early in the morning, 5:33 a.m.
Muy temprano en la mañana, 5:33 de la madrugada.
Where were you going?
¿A dónde iba?
A trabajar.
To work.
That was my guess. And where do you work?
Eso es lo que se oponía. ¿Y dónde trabaja usted?
What if you were prepared for all those interview curveballs?
No recuerdo el nombre.
I can't remember the name.
What do they do?
¿A qué se dedican allí?
Es una granja de puercos.
It's a pig farm.
Okay, the big pig place in Coldwater?
¿Es el lugar grande en Coldwater?
No es en Coldwater, ¿no?
It's not in Coldwater.
Just a farm that raises pigs?
¿Es un rancho donde crían puercos?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Are you still working there?
¿Sigue trabajando allí?
Sí.
That's hard
Yes.
work
Eso es un trabajo duro
and stinky.
y hedionda el trabajo. Hediondo.
I live kind of close to a cow farm
Yo vivo cerca de un rancho de vacas
and a pig farm.
y un rancho de puercos.
All right, I'm going to give you a fine of $100.
Multa de 100.
As I said, the state costs are $125, so the total due is $225.
Costos totales 125 por un total de $225.
You signed the advice of rights in Spanish.
Usted firmó la notificación de derechos en español.
You understand you'll be giving up your right to have a trial. There won't be a trial when you enter this plea.
Cuando usted contesta culpable, entiende que está renunciando su derecho de llevar el caso a juicio. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Now, this won't go on your driver's license.
Eso no va a afectar su licencia de conducir.
But my caution is you may get this same ticket all over again. If you've lived in Michigan for more than a year and your Mexican license may not be valid for that long.
Pero quiero decirle que tenga precaución, porque si usted ha vivido en Michigan por un año, puede ser que su licencia de México no sea aceptado por acá.
Do you need time to pay the fine or can you pay it today?
¿Necesita tiempo para pagar la multa o lo puede pagar hoy?
Hoy.
Today.
All right, very good. I wish you luck.
Le deseo suerte.
But I don't think you can drive on that license.
Pero no creo que usted pueda manejar con esa licencia.
All right, you're free to go.
Ya se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you. Your Honor, could I kindly get the case on this add-on defendant? The case number?
Yeah, they just brought into me Manuel Gomez Hernandez.
Oh, I have his case number. Don't have Cruz
I
Rodriguez.
also got Luis Oliveras.
Yes.
Do you need an interpreter?
No, sir.
All right, Laura Gallegos Alcantar. Laro, is that you, sir?
No, he's waiting for me to see the prosecutor.
What's his name?
Who? Are you pointing? Who did you?
The guy in the back row.
I think Manuel, yeah, Manuel Gomez.
All right, well, I have Laro Gallegos Alcantar, but I don't know where that person is.
He's the one that I'm waiting to talk to the prosecutor about.
All right.
And he won't, I don't think he'll need an interpreter.
All right, well, let's do Manuel Gomez Hernandez. Come forward, please.
Pase adelante, señor Gómez Hernández.
I also have Iskrel Hernandez Gomez, who does not appear to be here. We got Hernandez Gomez, Gomez Hernandez. Let's just do them one at a time. Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Es usted Manuel Gomez Hernandez?
Así es.
That's right.
You met or saw our interpreter, Miss Montero.
Usted vio a nuestro intérprete, la señora Montero.
And she's going to help us with your case also.
Ella nos va a ayudar con su caso también.
You got a ticket in Sturgis on the same day as the last lady.
Usted recibió una multa en Sturgis el mismo día que recibió la señorita anterior.
That would be July 27th.
Eso sería el 27 de julio.
Sí.
And that would be a Sunday.
Eso hubiese sido un día domingo.
You got a ticket for having no valid operator's license ever.
Usted recibió una multa por no tener licencia, nunca había solicitado una.
And having an improper license plate.
Y de traer las placas sobrepuestas o no correspondientes.
Mr. Tim George is here on behalf of the city of Sturgis.
Licenciado Tim George está aquí por parte de la ciudad de Sturgis.
Mr. George, is there a plea offer here?
Licenciado George, ¿hay un acuerdo para resolver el caso aquí?
We had offered to dismiss the improper plate for a plea to the no license charge.
Estamos dispuestos a desestimar el cargo por traer las placas sobrepuestas si contestara culpable el acusado por no licencia.
This way that this matter is charged
En la forma que ha puesto los cargos
is a misdemeanor.
es delito menor.
I believe it's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500.
Creo que conlleva una máxima pena posible hasta 90 días de cárcel y una multa hasta $500.
The prosecutor would dismiss the charge of not having a proper license plate.
Pero el fiscal está dispuesto a desestimar el cargo de no traer la placa correspondiente.
And that would save you $100.
Eso le ahorraría $100.
Are you willing to plead guilty to the allegation that you were driving a car that day without having a valid driver's license?
¿Usted está dispuesto a contestar culpable de conducir un auto aquel día sin tener una licencia vigente?
Sí.
Yes.
Anybody threaten you to do that?
¿Alguien le amenazó para que contestara culpable?
Sí.
Yes.
Someone, let me ask again. Did anybody threaten you to try to get you to plead guilty?
Déjeme reformular la pregunta. ¿Alguien le amenazó a usted para que usted contestara culpable?
No.
Or make
No.
any promises to you to try to get you to plead guilty?
¿O le prometieron algo para que contestara culpable?
No, para nada.
No, not at all.
All right, and you also signed this waiver of your rights.
También usted firmó esta notificación de derechos.
Is that true?
¿Es verdad? ¿Lo firmó? Yes.
¿Cómo?
Well, let's talk about the case.
Vamos a hablar sobre el caso.
Were you driving a car in Sturgis on July 27th?
¿Usted conducía un auto en Sturgis el 27 de julio?
Sí.
Yes.
Where were you going?
¿A dónde iba?
Solo salí a la tienda a comprar algo rápido porque el carro pues no lo tengo registrado. Apenas había comprado.
I just went to go to the store quickly to buy something. I hadn't registered the vehicle. I had just purchased it.
Do you have a driver's license?
¿Tiene una licencia de conducir?
No.
No.
How'd you get here today?
¿Cómo llegó usted aquí el día de hoy?
Oh, alguien me trajo.
Oh, someone brought me.
Let's make sure he didn't drive.
Vamos a asegurar que usted no vino manejando.
Claro.
Of course.
You work at XOS?
¿Usted trabaja en XOS?
Sí.
How long have you
Yes.
been there?
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva trabajando allí?
Un poquito más de un año.
A little bit over a year.
That's a good company.
Es buena compañía.
Sí.
Yes.
Do you live in Coldwater?
¿Usted vive en Coldwater?
No.
No.
You live in Bronson.
Yeah.
Viven en Bronson.
Well, you don't have the ability to drive a car.
Usted no puede conducir un auto
And I can't fix it.
y yo no puedo resolverlo.
In Michigan, unless you have lawful residency status, you can't get a driver's license.
En Michigan, a menos que tiene su situación migratoria regularizada, no puede obtener una licencia de conducir de Michigan.
I'm going to give you the same fine, $100.
Voy a imponer la misma multa, $100.
Sí.
And $125 of state costs.
$125 en costos estatales.
So the total fine is $225.
Multa total de $125.
Can you pay that today or do you need time to pay it?
¿Puede pagar hoy o necesita tiempo para pagarlo?
Lo puedo pagar hoy.
I can pay it today.
Very good.
Muy bien.
I don't know what to tell you, sir, about your ability to drive back and forth to work.
No sé qué decirle, señor, sobre su capacidad de poder ir de ida y vuelta a su trabajo.
Do you have a coworker that you can ride with?
¿Tiene un compañero de trabajo con quien puede viajar de ida y vuelta?
Ex compañero de trabajo.
It is with the court.
All right, very good. The court officer will take you out. You can pay the fine and you're free to go. All right, you're good to go, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Vivian, the public defender and the prosecutor are working on one last case, so they're out in the hall. I'm gonna go ahead and take an English-speaking case, and when Ms. Jackson comes back, we'll address yours. That would be.
Did she say that they need an interpreter for her case?
She wasn't clear to me. She said she didn't think so.
Okay.
So I guess we'll find out. Luis Oliveros does not need an interpreter.
Okay.
But is here. So as soon as she comes in, we'll confirm. Good morning, sir. Are you Luis Alberto Olivares?
Yes.
You got a ticket under Sturgis ordinance for possession of drug paraphernalia. This is a strange charge in the current world we're in. There is no state statute regarding paraphernalia. Some villages and cities have an ordinance, and Sturgis does.
Millions of Americans are ditching their bulky winter coats for this $60 military-grade heated vest. It's super light.
It's also legal to use marijuana. So if you had a marijuana pipe, I guess it could be paraphernalia. However, they're alleging that this is a methamphetamine pipe, which would qualify under any standard as paraphernalia. It's a misdemeanor. It's akin to being a disorderly person. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of in Sturgis, up to $500. Normal fine for this is $75 plus costs. Doesn't show as a drug charge. It just shows as a paraphernalia charge. They allege that this happened on June 26th at 10 o'clock at night. How do you plead to that charge, sir?
Not guilty.
We're stopped for no headlights and running a stop sign. They found the glass pipe inside. I don't know if this is one you take a disorderly civil infraction or just.
We would be inclined, based on the facts of the case, that if you wanted to take it this morning, to send it to the county prosecutor to charge possession.
All right, here's the deal. You have a right to plead not guilty, and I don't discourage that. What I would do then is probably just set the matter for a trial. What'll happen is the county prosecutor will, or the city attorney will dismiss it, turn it over to the prosecutor to charge it as a 10-year misdemeanor, possession of methamphetamine. They often then reduce it to a use of methamphetamine. So if you wish to plead not guilty, that's okay with me. He's indicated if you do that, they're going to turn it over to the prosecutor and ask them to charge it as a felony, punishable by up to 10 years in prison. So that's one option. The other option is for me to give you a $200 fine, time to pay it. Having that information, what would you like to do?
For to pay the fine.
All right. Now, I guess that is kind of a threat, but it is the prosecutor's right. I think very often, like twice a week, I get these cases charged as possession of methamphetamine. My old chief assistant, Doug Fisher, used to call these a no dope case, residue in a pipe, but I get lots of them. What's wrong with that door? It's locking. Jeanette broke it. All right. You've also signed the waiver of advice of, the advice of rights. You got stopped for no headlights. So they're going to pull you over every time at 10 o'clock at night, if nothing else, to say, hey, turn on your lights. And did you have a glass pipe in the car with perhaps some residue inside?
Yes.
What do you do, Mr. Olivares?
I work with my father, construction.
All right. I guess you don't need a lecture from me, but methamphetamine takes you down the rabbit hole, never to be seen again. I don't know how deeply you're involved in this, but this would be a good time to get uninvolved. You don't owe me any money. Jeanette, do we need an interpreter on that defendant?
Who?
Luis, the one you were working on, Lauro Gallegos.
No. In fact, he's going to be doing a civil infraction.
All right, Vivian, then you're free to go on to your next assignment.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right, thank you for your help. again, we've got issues with serving somebody for court orders across state lines. But I'm gonna attempt an order to show cause. As I said, they've got more than enough bad publicity for their company. I'd like to complete this and just have it pay your. So I can't do anything at this time, Miss Manley, but I'm gonna ask the court officer to take you out and confirm that we'll set a date where you're available. I don't want to set a show cause and find out you can't be here. So I'll have the court officer take you out. They'll see if we've got a date that works for us and works for you. And I will compel the president, Mr. Kloppenstein, to be here. And if he doesn't appear, then we'll see what next steps we can take. As I indicate, however, we're serving people across state lines.
Alrighty, folks, a transformative deal in the Middle East brokered by the Peace President, Donald J. Trump, will go through all aspects.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 9 cases. I've resolved 6 in 21 minutes. That's not bad. Let's do Christy Potts versus Michael Ehlers. Ms. Potts, would you have a seat right here?
I'll have top of the video too.
All right, if we need it. Thank you. Mr. Ehlers, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I've advised you both of the different requirements for small claims court. Ms. Potts is here with me at the court. You're here by Zoom. I'm going to ask you if you'd each please raise your right hand, swear or affirm that any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do.
All right, Ms. Potts is suing you because she was providing a delivery service, I believe, for Walmart. And her contention is that she was at your home on Mooney Lake Road and your dogs A, terrorized her, and B, scratched her car all up. And she is suing you for $1,093. What's your position with that, Mr. Ehlers?
My position with this? My position is that according to what she has written down, you are supposed to be carrying delivery insurance if you're delivering for a company, which she wrote down that she did not have. 2, technically, this is not my house. I live here with my son, and the dogs are not my dogs. That's pretty much my position.
All right, did you place an order through Walmart to have some
Yes, I
groceries
did
and other
place an
items
order.
delivered to you?
Yes, sir, I did place an order through Walmart to have groceries delivered to the house.
All right, were you there when this incident occurred?
I was actually out in the field putting the rototiller back together.
Did you hear it?
No, I did not. I heard the dogs bark, but I didn't hear anything other than that.
I'm going to ask this question, and I think I may know the answer. What kind of dogs are these?
The only one I know definitely is the German Shepherd. The other 3, I'm not sure what they are.
So there are 4 dogs total?
That were outside at that point, yes.
All right, I went with the defendant first just to see whether we were going to have a easy slog or a tough one. his opinion is none of this is his fault. He's not responsible for it. Ms. Potts, tell me what happened when this happened earlier this month in June, when you went out to this residence to deliver these groceries.
It was actually on May 26th
All right.
in the afternoon. I received the shopping trip and delivery trip on my application for Walmart Spark Delivery. I accepted the job, and so that meant I go into the store and pick up the items that the client ordered. And then you immediately leave the store and the client is able to see my location and the app throughout the delivery. So from the store to the home. I send an update on my, when I leave the store, I can text the client within the app, and I sent a text just saying, I'm leaving the store now, I'm on my way with your delivery. And then when I get to the house, I also send another notification at that point saying, I'm here with your delivery.
Bitcoin is one of the most undervalued assets in the world. People don't understand.
So if they have their phone on them, they know that I'm there. This is not the first time I've been to this location. This is the third time. I had 2 other deliveries for the same person, and nobody appeared to be home at those times. I just want to know this home is in the middle of the woods. It's a good 300 feet from the road. You drive through a trail and trees and whatnot, and personally, it was a little uncomfortable the first couple of times I went there, but I noticed there was nothing strange there. So I did this third trip, and this time I show up, and as soon as I pull into near where the house is, it seemed like more than 4 dogs, but definitely a German Shepherd and maybe a pit bull mix. And they circled my car. The biggest dog, you can't see it in the video I have, but I have a video with me. The video is the front of my car, but you can hear the dogs barking. And the biggest dog went on my side of the car, which is like a smart car. So it's not very tall. It's like 5 feet tall. The dog was able to put his paws up onto the roof of my car and scratch down the glass of my car and continued to bark at me and scratch up my door. And the other dogs then came and were similarly running around my car. And I right away said, get off my car. And I even tried opening up the door a little to get the dog to get off the car. That just made him more mad. And this carried on for at least maybe a minute, maybe 60 seconds. Long enough for me to say I'm going to leave. Walmart has in their service agreement for us subcontractors that if we ever feel uncomfortable, we can just leave and take the items back to the store and then get paid for both trips. And so I was about to do that. So I started to back up, and then all of a sudden I looked off to my right, and I could see the defendant coming with another person. And they had more dogs with them, it seemed like. They were all coming. They came up, and I just pointed to the trunk. I said, you're going to have to get your things because I'm not getting out of the car. And so he opened up the trunk and got his, it was only like.
Was it this gentleman?
Yes. He opened up the trunk and took, it was just a couple bags of things, maybe 8 things.
No.
It was a small trip. But then he took the things and then I just left, but there was no attempt to call the dogs off or apology for terrorizing my car and me. And so then at that point I just took off. And then after I left the scene, I pulled over and I called St. Joseph Sheriff's Department, filed a police report 75-25-3346. I also called Walmart Spark, my support team there, and they also made note on this this person and this location because we're supposed to report when it's unsafe. And then I also called my auto insurance. We are required to have auto insurance when we're a Spark driver. However, Spark is not like Uber and the other delivery services. Spark does not have any insurance for its subcontractors. And so when this I had ride share set up for, it's called ride share when you do these kinds of trips with my insurance, but ride share acts as a secondary. So it'll only kick in as long as like the Spark has a primary.
Well, how did you come up with this figure of $1,093?
I provided the repair to both the court and the defendant. It was from the repair shop. They were going to have to fix the scratches and repaint the door.
Has the repair actually been done?
No, I didn't have the money because my insurance won't cover it because it's a secondary insurance and Spark does not provide primary insurance. So I'm stuck with nothing. And so that's why I claimed homeowner negligence.
All right. How long is your video?
It's like 50 seconds.
All right, let's take a look. I don't know that he'll be able to see it, but
I would like to be able to see it.
yes. We'll see if we can let you see it. Then you can come up here to the courthouse. We can reschedule this so you can come here live and in person, but we'll see if we can get it on the camera so you can see it.
Your Honor?
Yes.
One, by the time I came out of the field and made my way up here, she was already turning around to leave.
Melt sales objections with this book. I just got my black book of questions in the mail.
My son's other half, boyfriend or whatever you want to call it, had my groceries in his hand. I hadn't even made it up here by the time she was backing out to leave.
All right, well, according to you, you didn't know anything about it. Then I found out you were actually there and she saw you there.
No. I did not say I didn't know anything about it. I said that I was in the field working on the tiller.
Yes.
When I came up here, when I had made it up here, he had the groceries in hand, said that she was very upset about the situation.
Well, I don't blame her a bit.
Well, I don't either, but.
Well, let's take a look at this video. How do I do it? Just hit.
Just hit play. I think you double click or something on the play.
Yeah.
Hey, look off my car.
I understand that. Dogs.
Hey, get off my car.
Yeah, I see no dogs.
I can leave it.
That's enough. You can see.
Yeah.
All right. Heaven forbid if well, probably no one would get out of their car. If a census taker or a UPS driver or someone that had lawful business at your house was there, that would be frightening. All right. You owe her the money. You invited her to your home. You made an order. You brought her to your home. If you think your son's dogs did it, sue him or his insurance carrier. But I don't find that you lack responsibility for this. You summoned her there. She came. You did not have the property in a safe and secure, because heaven forbid if she'd gotten out of the car, we'd have something other than this. I find you owe her $1,093, which is cheap, really, for as much as it costs to repair a car, $66.25. That's due within 30 days.
Even though they're not my dogs?
Yes, you invited her there. It's your residence. And you allowed that circumstance to take place. You had a reason to know that she would be coming to your house, making a delivery, and you allowed that happened. don't look like shock. I'm embarrassed for you. Yeah, you owe her $1,159.25. You have 30 days to pay it, or she can subpoena you with a discovery subpoena and garnish your wages or otherwise seize property to pay this. You may want to turn it into your homeowner's insurance, but you owe the money. You invited her there. Your animals or the animals there, your residents caused this damage. All right, good luck, sir, and have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about that. This was one of those.
Do you innovate? Do you create?
Because you may qualify for retroactive.
Are the Yoders here? Somebody filed something. Did you get a copy of this, Lance?
I did. Somebody handed it to me, but it was not the Yoders that handed it to me.
Okay, well, I just got it a minute ago, so. All right, well, it is the appointed time. It's 2:02. Let me call these cases. Get them set out here. There are matters in two separate cases before the court. Oh, yes, thank you. Everybody may need to scooch down. There are two separate matters before the court here today. And there are several things that we're going to need to address. The title of the cases, for starters, is Colon Township versus Joanne Yoder, which is 25533CZ, and Colon Township versus Alfred Yoder, which is 25533CZ. There is a preceding case, Colon Township versus Alfred Yoder and Joanne Yoder, which is in file 252040CZ. In 25040CZ, there is a permanent injunction in effect that was ordered by Judge Stutzman earlier this summer in July. And the defendants were compelled to appear at a show cause hearing, and they failed to appear. And Judge Stutzman issued bench warrants for their arrest. The way I read the petition is for civil contempt, set bond at $1,000 cash in each case. I believe last Friday, I found out about this on Monday. The defendants apparently presented themselves at the jail on August 22nd, posted $1,000 cash bond in each case, and were given a notice to appear for today for the show cause contempt in file 25040CZ. Plaintiff Colon Township has filed a brief in support of a motion for preliminary injunction, actually requesting a permanent injunction, and file 25533CZ. These are two separate parcels of property. 25040CZ is 30158 Marsh Road. I believe the property known as Mama's House, which has been in operation for some time. The second case, 25533C, CZ has the same addresses, but it is a different parcel of property very near the other property on Marsh Road.
It actually has a separate address.
Adjacent to
30246.
What is the number?
30246 Marsh Road. Is the 533 CZ case.
All right.
Now, the Yoders live at 30158.
All right.
That's their address.
This is adjacent. All right, now preceding all of this, all right, we'll get a little background. This matter has been pending before Judge Stutzman, and he's had several hearings in this matter. Judge Stutzman is a circuit court judge, and this matter was filed for hearing in the.
Oops, I think we already watched this one.
It's cucumber time. Do this one simple thing before bed and wake up with crystal clear vision. That's the power of the cucumber.
Good morning, Deputy Kindig's here. He lets me in first thing in the morning. Now the doors aren't unlocked yet when I get here. I want everybody to come in through the main door. Deputy Tyler, I guess, is flourishing over in Three Rivers. We don't see him anymore. Maybe we'll go visit him. Good morning, Mr. Stickley. And good morning, everyone. Some of you have got a pretrial, some of you have got an arraignment. We got a lot to do. The arraignment is the process where the judge tells you what you're charged with and asks you how you wish to plead to the charge. We actually have 31 people set for one thing or another this morning, actually more than that, about 34. So I'm going to try to do this as efficiently as I can, but it is going to take me a while because I can only call one case at a time.
Whoops.
We have a number of people with no insurance. Let's see here. Robert Adams isn't here. Let's start with Elizabeth Antone. Would you come forward, please? Come right up to the podium. Right there. You're the first one, so everybody will now follow your example. When I call your name, give the top copy of your advice of rights to the bailiff, and then go over to the podium. Everything is being recorded. It's also being live streamed. When you're at the podium, you're in frame for the camera, and the voices activate the cameras. I think, Mr. Stickley, we may be, for the first time in many years, fully staffed at the prosecutor's office. Kudos to Miss Davis if she's pulled it off. They hired a new assistant prosecutor, Angelique Camfield, who was very experienced in other counties. And Ms. Stoll just took the bar exam, and I think she's going to start. I saw her yesterday. So that would get them to 5 people, prosecutor, chief assistant, 2 very experienced assistants, Mr. Gabriel and Ms. Camfield, and a new lawyer. So that would be great. One of the benefits would be they could have more people to help us with these misdemeanor arraignments. I'm looking for your file. So we start out with a big thud because you're not in here. Ooh, all right, well, let me find it. That's odd. I'm not crazy. You're not in the queue. I might be crazy, but you're not in the queue. Tell me find it separately. I don't know what happened to Elizabeth Antone.
online.
Am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
All right, you got a ticket for driving without a valid, oh. A valid operator's license. That might be our most common ticket. No, I can't even find it that way. Let me look at the file number. Elizabeth and Tone. No wonder I can't find it. What's your name?
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth Lane Antone?
Yes.
They've got the ticket written as Antone Elizabeth Lane.
Oh, okay.
So no wonder I can't find it. So you must be in here under Lane, L-A-Y-N-E, so the name is wrong. But anyway, you got a ticket for no license ever applied. Shows that you don't have one. It is a minor. Do you have a license now?
I have an Indiana license, or I'm from Indiana.
Yes. Do you have an Indiana license?
No, that's the one that's suspended.
Okay, so that's the way they charged it, like this. Often, we're a border county, so we get lots of people from Indiana. And sometimes when they have an Indiana suspension, it shows as this, no license ever acquired. It's a misdemeanor in Michigan, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Normal fine is $100 plus costs, and I would give you time to pay the fine. They allege that this happened on July 5th. At 8 o'clock at night, Main and Clark Street here in Centerville. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
All right.
I spent $600 on a top-rated purifier last month. By the second week, the musty...
You pretty girl.
Are you working on getting your Indiana license?
Yes, I'll have that in a matter of weeks.
And you can just leave about time.
All right, well, at this point, the prosecutor probably wouldn't do anything to amend the charge. If you come in with a valid license, they could amend it to something that wouldn't show up on your driving record. What do you have to do to get your license back?
Well, I have a piece of paper that I have to, I don't know, show the DMV and pay a reinstatement fee, I think so.
Okay. How'd you get here?
I did not drive. Someone else drove me.
All right, I'll set this out a month. Set a pretrial for September 11th. Gosh. For you to bring Indiana license. We should take a look at that case. She's in the system as Antone Elizabeth Lane.
Driving without a
And
valid license.
her name is Elizabeth Antone, so I couldn't find the file. That'll be a Thursday, September 11th at 8:30 here at bring proof of Indiana license. All right, at this pace, I'll be done about midnight with all these cases, so let's see if I can go a little faster. All right, I will see you on September 11th.
All right, thank you.
And hopefully you'll have success with the Indiana DMV, and the county prosecutor would be likely to cut you some sort of a plea agreement, and you could pay a fine and keep your license. So you do what you need to do at the Indiana end.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Michelle Beidelman?
Yeah.
Insurance.
Good morning. Are you Michelle Lynn Beidelman?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, let me get your ticket. If I can find yours. Boy, that lady isn't there under Lane either. I don't know where she is, but I did find it. Miss Beidelman, at least you're in the queue. 1343. You got a ticket for driving on a valid license. No, wrong case. Let's take a look at it. You got a ticket July 7th at 5:54 a.m. Well, you 131 on Lovers Lane. Do you work in the RV industry?
I work at American Axle.
All right, it was real early. You're almost to work.
Yeah.
No proof of insurance and no license.
See, I do have my proof of insurance with me that I didn't have in the vehicle at the time.
Yes.
And I got my temporary instruction permit, and I just have to go in and get the driver's test done.
All right, very good. And you did not drive here today,
No,
according
sir.
to the bailiffs.
I would,
Go ahead.
I would probably recommend, because she's gonna end up getting it, maybe kicking it to a free trial.
I was going to do the same thing as the last case. What we want is for everybody to get their driver's license. If I had a magic wand, I'd tap everybody on the head and give them their license back. So there's a whole bunch of ways to get suspended. And sometimes people just never got a license.
And that was my
So
case.
you're in the, well, it's time to get one.
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm gonna set a pretrial. Same day, 9/11/25 at 8:30. You and the last lady, Miss Antone, can come in and show them you got a license.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button.
Now, what you need is one of those cars that automatically parallel parks. And you just push a button, then you. I've seen more than a few people that didn't pass the first time around because of the parallel parking. I'm not too good at it myself. Are you missing work right now?
Yes, I am.
How long you been at American Axle?
Almost 3 years.
Good for you. All right, we're gonna have you miss again. Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 8. 30. Bring proof of full license. And insurance. Oops. All right, Ms. Feidelman, I'm guessing you're gonna pass your test and come in here with a valid license. And there's a charge called allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code that the prosecutor often uses in cases like this. It doesn't carry any points and it doesn't go on your driving record. So it would be a charge where you'd have to pay a fine, but it wouldn't affect your ability to keep your license. So good luck with your driver's test. I set it out a month away in case you need to do it more than once. But let's take a shot at this on September 11th. Hopefully you'll come in here with a driver's license. All right, you're good to go. Brandon Fisher. Good morning, sir. Are you Brandon Michael Fisher?
Yes, sir.
You came here from Flint this morning?
No, I'm down here for school.
Where do you go to school?
Glen Oaks Community College.
All right. Are you living in the dorms?
No, I live in Three Rivers right now. Just renting a place.
What are you studying?
Electrical. I'm an electrical apprentice.
Well, all right. I hope you like it here. This ain't the greatest. You got charged with impaired driving. That almost never happens. The charge is almost always driving while intoxicated, and impaired would be a lesser charge. They charge this on the ticket with impaired. So let's talk about it. Impaired driving is a misdemeanor. It's under the motor vehicle code. It carries a fine of up to $300, up to 93 days in jail, fine of up to $300, up to 93 days in jail, not 93 days, up to 93 days. And it puts a restriction on your license, which would allow you to drive to and from and in the course of employment. You were at M60 and Heimbaugh Road, which is near my house, and you were out of it. Driver was passed out behind the wheel. Driver woke up and hit the gas pedal. It was 3:35 a.m. Not much good happens at 3:35 a.m. July 20th was a Saturday night into Sunday morning. Your blood alcohol came back at a 0.05. I don't know if they took your blood and determined anything else was in there. The lawful limit for operating while intoxicated is 0.08, but you were apparently either quite tired or quite impaired or otherwise, so they actually charged it as impaired. Mr. Stickley, did you have a chance to discuss this with him?
We didn't have a chance to have an in-depth discussion, Your Honor, no, but it's tricky. It might be a generous offer, but at the same time, even impaired can lead to other consequences. I would
advise you. Do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
I think that would be appropriate, Your Honor.
This gentleman is the chief public defender. He's not just here for fun, although he does enjoy it, but he's here to look out for your rights. And I tend to agree with him. I think you could use a lawyer to help you with this. Do you have any objection to that? Or you have to say yes or no.
Yes, or no.
That wasn't a very good question. Is that a yes or no question? Yes. You wish me to appoint a lawyer for and plead not guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Plead not guilty, appoint an attorney, and set an attorney pretrial for September 5th. I'm going to be busy that day also. classes will have started by then. I don't know if you have a Friday morning class on September 5th at 8:30. But we'll take a further look at this. I don't know if they did a blood test and there was something else in your system, or if you're on medication that might interact with alcohol, or you just hadn't slept for 2 days. But that ain't a good place to fall asleep. There have been several fatal accidents right at that corner. M60 and Heimbaugh, more than a few bad accidents at that intersection. All right, you go with the court officer, and I'll see you on September 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Colin Potter. Mr. Fair, you're here for a pretrial this morning. Did you, Mr. Potter, come up to the podium? Did you get any of the other stuff taken care of?
Yeah, I just came in and paid off the rest of that fine from last time, and then I'm just waiting for the.
All right, we'll wait for the prosecutor to line up. Because I checked yesterday, you hadn't paid it, but I see you
Yeah,
did.
I had it right up here to pay it.
All right, very good.
What state is it?
Sorry, I got that song in my head. I heard the Indigo version this morning.
Yeah, I think so.
Go Girls. It's been covered by everybody from Jerry Reed to James Taylor, but it's a very good song. Don't think twice, it's all right.
I think it was a .05.
All right, you're Colin Clayton Potter, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're from LaGrange. You got a ticket, the same ticket as the other lady earlier from Indiana, no ops ever. Let's take a look at your situation.
On August 22nd, I told viewers that the road to artificial general intelligence was already.
You got charged with no license ever applied. I guess that's it. No operator in possession of a warning and disobeying a stop sign. No license ever applied is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. And let's take a look at your driving record. I suspect, like the last lady, you've got Indiana issues. Here it just shows nothing. What's your status?
Your Honor, we have some proofs he needs to show the prosecutor.
Yeah.
So if we could maybe enter a not guilty for now, take a pass, if I could track somebody down.
All right, have a seat. We're hopeful that when we get fully staffed, we'll be able to do these pretrials. When the ordinance cases come, the city attorneys are here for Three Rivers and Sturgis and Constantine and even White Pigeon. And we can deal with them right then. Come here from Granger, hopefully we can get somebody to address this. So you do have some proof of license and
insurance.
All right, very good. Have a seat, we'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Ashley Gonzalez. Good morning. We've got probably several of these today. Good morning. Are you Ashley T. Gonzalez?
Yes.
From Judge Middleton. You're from Kalamazoo.
Yes.
You got a ticket for driving without insurance. And we get lots of those. We didn't used to. But they can run your license plate and tell whether the car is insured. They didn't used to be able to do that. So they can tell whether the car is insured. Not having insurance on your car is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of not more than $500 and not less than $200. It also requires that you be fingerprinted because it's punishable by more than 93 days in jail. Do you have insurance now?
I got insurance literally the next day.
All right, you have proof of it with you?
Yes.
Who's your carrier?
Geico?
There's a lesser charge that the last gentleman was charged with, no proof of insurance. No insurance is punishable by up to a year in jail and a big fat fine. That means you didn't have insurance. No proof of insurance means you didn't have the little slip in the car. And that's a civil infraction. That's punishable by a fine of up to $150. And what usually happens when people show that they do have insurance, Mr. Stickley will confer with the prosecutor's office. And if they show proof of insurance, the prosecutor would be willing to reduce it to a civil infraction. So I'm going to ask you to have a seat along with Mr. Potter, and Mr. Stickley will confer with the prosecutor here when we get a break. So don't go away. See if we can take care of you on this trip. We've got a couple more of those. Let's see who else got that. Jennifer Howard. Is she here? Jennifer Howard from Edwardsburg. I'll come back to that one. Jennifer Mo. What's up with that? Yesterday we had 10 people scheduled, 2 showed up. Patrick Wilson. I guess the kind of people that drive with no insurance don't show up for court. All right, let's talk to the people that are here. Brandon Reuter.
Yeah.
Watch what inflammation does to your knees.
I'm not built to sit still. So when my knees started giving out on me.
Good morning, sir. Are you Brandon Reuter?
Reader, yes, sir.
How do you say it?
Reader.
Reader, sorry about that. You got charged with no cycle endorsement. Let's take a look at the actual ticket.
What?
I think it should be just no operator's license.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes it comes out in the.
Like I definitely got pulled over in my truck.
A.L. Jones Road and M60. No license ever applied. Crime of the day, same as the last folks. You were going back to the future at 74 and a 55. Rather than charge you with speeding, they issued a ticket for impeding traffic, which was a break. Just as a tip, the cops sit out there at M60 near the landfill and you write a ton of tickets, people blasting up and down M60. And they write a lot of tickets on 131, all the American Axle people driving late to work. the state police sit on 131, the sheriff sits here. So we get a lot of tickets right from this location. And you were going too fast, and they pulled you over. So let's take a look at your driving record. State ID from Michigan. Do you have your license now?
No, I'm still working on getting it back because it got suspended in Indiana. And then when I moved to Michigan, I got the runaround from Michigan about getting my license because of Indiana.
Yeah, you can't get a Michigan license until you get unsuspended.
And then when I paid all my fines from Indiana, now Michigan still won't issue me a license and nobody will tell me why.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's old. You haven't had anything on Michigan
in forever.
In 10 years, 12 years. Out of state withdrawal, jurisdiction, Indiana. Driving privileges out of state. Suspended 7/13/16 through indefinite from Indiana. I don't know if I've ever seen this. So you got an Indiana suspension from 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you shouldn't be blasting at 75, 4 and a 55.
No.
To call attention to yourself.
No, I didn't even realize how fast I was going. That was what I told the cop too, because my speedometer in my truck is off.
7:08 a.m. That's early. Are we headed to work?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
I work at Spar Technologies. I'm a bike builder for different Walmarts and stuff.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stickley, you got a thought here?
My only thought is sometimes these Indiana things seem to get worked out relatively quick. So if he wants to take a quick shot at it, maybe we enter a not guilty plea, set for a free trial in a couple of weeks.
All right. Well, it's going to be incumbent upon you to deal with Indiana. Now, when you say nobody will, your problem is with the Indiana DMV, not Michigan. If you can show a clearance from Indiana, and you now live in Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, this stuff is more than 10 years old. How'd you get here?
My wife.
All right, very good. That's a long commute from Kalamazoo to Indiana for, what kind of bikes do you make?
I mean, just whatever Walmart needs.
Oh, they call
Refill
those
their rack.
BSOs,
Yeah,
bicycle-shaped objects.
yeah, pretty much.
Where do they do that?
We just travel around.
Oh, so you go to that Walmart, put them together at that store?
Yeah, each different store is different.
Huh, that's interesting. There's a video channel that I watch sometimes on YouTube, The Bike Farmer from Wisconsin, and he does a lot of bicycle repair stuff. I'm not very good at bicycle repair, but I would like to learn more. All right, we're gonna be busy. I'm gonna set pre-trial 4/9/11/25 at 8:30. Bring proof of license. For everybody else, when you're driving down M60 near the West Side landfill, slow down. Thursday, 9/11/25, 8:30. Bring proof of license. They can cut you a break on this, which would be a charge, which would not prohibit you from getting a license. That's up to the prosecutor. The prosecutor makes the charge, not the judge. The judge does the sentence if there's a conviction on the charge, but I don't have the discretion to dismiss a charge or alter it. That's up to the prosecutor. So I'll see you on September 11th. Wrestle with Indiana. See whatever you can get. Bring whatever paperwork you can get from Indiana or Michigan SOS, but you got a little more than a month. But you got some homework to do because I want you to work on getting your license straightened out.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're good to go. Thank
All right.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Iris Lopez Cortez.
This is the secret the Japanese use to never suffer from vision problems. Here's the truth most people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you Iris Lopez Cortez?
Yes,
How do you say it?
just like that. You said it right.
Okay. You were driving down US 12 at 8 o'clock at night on September 5th, which was the holiday weekend. You got a ticket for open intox, tinted windshield, and impeding traffic. 2 liquor bottles inside the vehicle. Windshield clock going 70, 55. Usually the only people that get tinted windshield tickets happen in Sturgis.
Yeah, it wasn't at night. It was in the morning. I was on my way to work.
Oh, let me see. 7:54 a.m. Where do you work?
McDonald's in Sturgis.
You drive from South Bend to Sturgis?
I was living with my cousin for a while, so I got a job at McDonald's. So I was hanging out with my cousin the day before, and they left bottles in there, and I had work the next day, so I didn't remember the.
All right, yeah, it was 4th of July. Mr. Stickler, are you willing to talk to the prosecutor on this?
Yeah, I could do that, or we could set up a free trial. whatever works.
She's all the way from South Bend. Let's see if you
All right.
can. All right, have a seat. Are you still working at McDonald's in Sturgis?
Yeah.
You go from South Bend to Sturgis now, or are you still living over here?
Yeah, I still work at McDonald's. Just only the weekends.
Okay. All right, have a seat. We'll have Mr. Stickler see if we can get some help. Oops. Let's put that on. All right, Clinton Weiderberg. I don't think I've taken one plea this morning. Good morning, sir. Are you Clinton Joseph Weiderberg?
Yes, Wiedeberg.
Weiderberg, you're from Vicksburg?
Yeah.
Probably Vicksburg. They know how to say it right. Weiderberg, you got a ticket for July 4th, the day before this last lady, 11:51 at night, driving suspended, refusing a preliminary breath test, and improper plate. The most serious charge is the driving suspended. Let's see why you're suspended. You're revoked. You have
14
been
years ago.
for a long time. Secretary of State Driver License Appeal Division's got a long memory. You got 2 drinking driving offenses 15 years ago, and your license has been suspended ever since. You haven't had a ticket, at least in Michigan, for 10 years. Driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Carries 2 points and requires your license be suspended. The fact that you refuse a preliminary breath test is a red flag. Mr. Stickley, what's your thought here?
I would recommend he plead not guilty and actually get an attorney. It's kind of an interesting situation.
Mr. Weiderberg, do you have any objection to that?
No, I don't.
Are you missing work right now?
Yeah, my boss dropped me off as he's out bidding some work right now.
Where do you work?
For the WT tree, forestry.
Oh, logging
I'm a
stuff?
tree climber.
Well, that used to be the most dangerous job in America. It might still be.
It's a fun one.
Amazon wants to ban this air purifier, but there's nothing they can do about it. No one believed me at first, but now they all want.
Have you ever done anything to try to get your license back?
They basically want me to pay about $5,000 for a lawyer.
Yeah, the problem is, even though it's 15 years ago, they continue the suspension and they want to know that you're not drinking. And this refusing a preliminary breath test is going to be a red flag for them. So you're not going to be able to get your license. You are between the proverbial rock and the hard place.
I feel stuck with the
You're
situation.
stuck with it. Yes. All right.
Speaking with the lawyer about it and what I have to do, I had to close out.
It's a long process, and you're not, as I said, you're a couple of years away from being able to get it back.
It's a pain.
The fact that you're driving and you won't take a breath test is going to scare them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, appoint an attorney. Set attorney pre-trial for. Hello. Did you have a pre-trial with the prosecutor?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That means there's somebody doing it. Set attorney pre-trial for. Mr. Fair, why don't you go out and check in at the counter and let them know that you're here for a pre-trial. Oops. That'll be 9/5/25 at 8:30. We'll get a lawyer to help you with this, but don't drive anymore to make it worse. But you're in a tough spot. My advice, if you're gonna, I don't know what to say. They didn't do any further evaluation. But when you refuse a preliminary breath test, that will suspend your license further.
Yeah, I was driving a mile home, but somebody.
All right, well, don't say any more about it. I'm not unwilling to hear what you have to tell me, but I don't want you to compromise your rights. This is Nottawa and Wasippi Road, which is officially out in the middle of nowhere. Amish country. All right, anyway, you go with the court officer. We'll get a lawyer to help you with this. All right, thanks. Kenneth Gonzalez Prado. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Let me look at your ticket. Kenneth Vallardo Gonzalez Prado. That's you, sir?
Yes, sir.
You live in Constantine?
Yep.
All right, you've got no ops ever acquired and defective equipment and license plate light.
Yep.
We've had a bunch of these. No ops ever acquired is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail, fine of up to $500. This just shows not a driver's license. Do you ever have a license in another state?
Yeah.
Where's that?
I got this license, sir.
All right, let's see what you got.
Yeah. So,
Where's it from?
Sorry?
What state is it from?
You know, he has an international translation card.
All right, let me see it.
Not a driver's license. Not a driver's license.
No, did you get it in school? Or did you get it through paper? I get it.
This isn't a driver's license. Not sure what it is. I ask people sometimes where they got it, and they said La Tienda. They bought it at a store in Elkhart. This has a QR code that doesn't connect to anything. It's often hard to determine what are valid licenses and what aren't. Where did you get this?
On a store called Multi-Express,
Yes.
located in Elkhart, Indiana.
Yeah.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series. Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
3 shocking reasons why you should always add butter to your eggs.
The reason butter is called
There used to be a store in Key West where you could get a Conch Republic passport, which looked like a passport. And you could become a citizen of the Conch Republic. And people were using those like for international travel. Anyway, this isn't a driver's license. It's something you bought at a store. It doesn't connect to anything. They're cheating people. Did you ever have a license somewhere else?
No.
All right, well, this ain't a driver's license, but it's good, I guess, for ID. So this charge is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Normal fine is $100 plus cost. Do you wish to plead guilty to that charge, or you want to plead not guilty and have me have an attorney for you? What would you like to do?
I already fixed the lights in the car. That's what I get the ticket in the first place, the defective equipment.
Yes,
I
so
already
we'll
fixed
dismiss that one, the defective equipment, when you fix the
The-
light bulb.
The defective equipment was the light on the plate.
Yes, and that's been fixed.
Yeah, I already fixed it, all that, so it's working right now.
All right,
For the driver license, so I
that'll
make
save you
all the paperwork.
$105. Are you willing to plead to the no valid ice lops?
Sorry?
Are you willing to plead to not having a valid driver's license?
Yeah.
Or anybody threaten you to get you to do that?
Sorry?
Anybody threaten you to try to get you to plead to that charge?
No.
Or promise you anything?
No.
Well, what you have there is not a driver's license. How'd you get here?
My wife is here. She
Very
drives.
good. Like I said, it could be an ID, but if it was that easy, people would just go to La Tienda and buy a driver's license, but it's not. It doesn't, do you have residency, lawful residency status?
I'm trying to get my resident right now.
All right, that's half of the battle, because unless you have lawful residency status, you can't get a license. There's nothing bad on here. The other gentleman had 2 drunk driving convictions, which were like a millstone around his neck. He can't get a license because he's got that. You don't have anything. You don't even have a speeding ticket. The problem is you can't get a license unless you get lawful residency status. That wasn't always the way it was. but after September 11th, they changed the rules. Every once in a while, I'll see some old timer that's been here for a long time that had a valid license before that, and then it got lapsed. All right, I'm gonna dismiss taillight. Ticket fixed. It's called a fix-it ticket. If you fix it, they'll dismiss it. Which I just did. Where were you going?
Where's you go to the gas station? It's like a half mile or less on where I'm living right now. So I just go to buy something on the gas and go back to the house. So the officer followed me to the house and gave me the ticket on my house where I'm living right now.
All right, well, don't do it anymore because next time they'll see you, they'll pull you over again.
Okay.
It's $100 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee, $225.
I have to pay it right now. I'm sorry. I just have to pay it right now.
No, I give you 30 days if you need it.
Okay. I would appreciate it, sir.
Due September 8th. The other ticket's dismissed, which saves you $105. That's our first actually plea of the morning. Those things look pretty good. The store's got a pretty good market going, selling those things, but they don't have any value as a driver's license.
I'm gonna check that with the store, sir.
They're cheating people. All right, you go, take that envelope. You're free to go. You can bring in money, send a certified check or money order, or pay online.
I only have to pay in check or can come here.
You can come here and pay, or you can pay with a credit card online.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's it,
All
sir.
right. Yes, you're good to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Good day.
Yeah. All right, we're working on one more arraignment. And then we'll take up our pre-trials and Mr. Stickley, then maybe we'll let you sneak out and talk to the prosecutor on the people that are waiting. Actually, I have two people. William Huey. So far, they haven't, shouldn't even say this. Figured out how to do a fake QR code. So the legitimate licenses have a QR code that connects to something.
Simple. I only pay $10 a month for my internet connection. Fast, unlimited, anywhere. Have you heard about Ryoko Pro?
Are you William Christopher Huey?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Huey, good morning. Let me. You're charged with driving suspended at Coon Hollow and Kerr Creek Road near 131 on July 18th, 25. Let's take a look at your driving record. You are revoked. I have been for a while. We've met before. I went to school with Bill Huey. Was that your dad?
Yes, sir.
I think we talked about that before. He's passed away, hasn't he?
No.
Billy Huey still alive?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good to hear. You got lots of old baggage on your driving record, and you got about 6 or 7 prior driving suspendeds. The best I can say is, under the new status of the law, I would give you a fine and time to pay it. But driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90.
I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm trying to quit smoking again. That's why I'm coughing. Whoops. Go back to YouTube.
3 days in jail and a fine of up to $500, carries 2 points, and requires that your license be suspended, which it already is. How do you plead to this charge?
I want to plead not guilty.
All right. 8, 7. All right. Okay, the prosecutor may advocate for a jail sentence. They may also charge it to driving suspended second offense. You've got, I don't know, 6 or 7 prior driving suspendeds, plus several drinking driving convictions, which are what is jamming you up. Are you trying to get?
Them are old.
Yeah, they don't ever go away. 30 years later, they still forget about it, or don't forget about it. All right. Well, do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
I would kind of like to talk to somebody. I mean, 'cause
All right,
I
so
am trying
just a
to, I am
pretrial?
trying to change my life around.
All right, we'll set a pretrial for 9. I'll set it sooner. I got too many set for that day. Are you missing work right now?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Clark Logic, 3 Rivers.
That's a good place. Jamie Clark's a good guy. Do you have to drive for them?
My boss picks me up.
No, Clark Logic's been a great employer for my sobriety court. Been very supportive. And he works with his guys like this, have a job, pick them up. All right, I'm gonna set it for 8/21/25 at 8:30. Wants to talk to the prosecutor. I hope to get back to the day when we can have a prosecutor talk to you right now, but we aren't quite there. Ms. Davis has been much more receptive to that than Mr. Marvin was.
I know I have a bad history with my driving record and all, but 50 years old, I'm trying to get.
Well, sometimes it's time
I
to,
messed it up, I know,
it's time to change our ways.
and I'm working on it.
All right, Mr. Huey, I will see you on the 21st of August. Brian Klein. Another no-show. All right. Famous Cammie Becker is here, so I can do her case. We got a lot of no-shows, which we'll come back to and address. Brian Lewis Klein of Edwardsburg, Brandon Ransbottom. Brandon Ransbottom, we're going to do in order to show cause. Mr. Stickley, this would be a good time for you to check in with the prosecutor on those. I didn't get anything back. Have you guys got any paperwork on Miss Becker?
Speak any language at the touch of a button. Yes, now it's possible. Meet Inets, the cutting-edge
She said she had a pretrial with the prosecutor, but I didn't get the file back. Ms. Becker, have a seat. This may take me a minute to find your file.
Was I supposed to meet with the prosecutor?
Yes,
I was?
yeah.
Oh, I haven't not done that.
Oh, all right. Well, okay, I'm not ready for you yet then.
Okay.
Yeah, you were
Go
set
with
for
it
a
then.
pretrial.
I was.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I misunderstood.
As did
Well,
I.
why don't you take her out and we'll,
Did you already check?
all right, Brandon Lee Ransbottom, no ops from Bronson, failed to appear. We'll try and order to show cause first. File number 251344. Brian Lewis Klein. And that's the dude from Wisconsin who was supposed to zoom in, did not. Warrant remains out. Mr. Klein, this is file 241295ST. He called the court and asked for special permission to zoom in because he was in Wisconsin. And I allowed it, but he hasn't zoomed in. Maybe the time is different in Wisconsin. It's a different day or something. So he has a warrant out presently, and I guess it's gonna stay out. Patrick Wiltsey of Bronson failed to appear on multiple charges. That's the first appearance. He came into the counter and the ticket wasn't ready yet. So they gave him a notice for today, but he's not here. So Mr. Wiltsey, we were ready for you, but he didn't show up. We'll try order to show cause first. As I said, I have 13 pretrials, and I was hopeful that the prosecutor was out conducting them. When I saw Ms. Becker, I thought maybe they had. Jennifer Moe. She knows enough to be here. She's not here, and we're going to do a show cause on her too. All this is a waste of time. Because if she were here, we could deal with it, but if she isn't, we can't. The other option is issue a bench warrant. I'm going to try and order to show cause first. If I had more time, I'd call her and wake her up. Michelle, are there people out there waiting for a pretrial?
Yes, people have been seen, and we have not.
Okay, so sometimes maybe they get a lawyer for them or they dismiss the charge. Jennifer.
You need to take your paperwork to the clerk, sir.
Not yet. Jennifer Howard, 251346 SM, has failed to appear. She's from Edwardsburg. Let's see.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
It never is.
This charger actually repairs your phone while charging, and everyone thinks it's too good to be true. Nobody believed me at first.
Defendant FTA for arraignment. Tried to call without success. Try order to show cause first. Jennifer Howard, you missed your court date. You need to get in here and take care of it. So find Jennifer Powell.
Two, 6, 9, 2, 5, 5.
Hi.
Hi. Brian Klein was struggling to get logged in through Zoom, but now he's trying on a friend's phone. He was confused.
Yes, he was the Wisconsin
Yeah.
guy.
So he's trying again.
All right. Okay, here's what I got so far. How are they doing on the pretrials?
They're coming in. We've had some attorney requests and some civil infraction requests. I think they're still working on them.
Okay, there were 13 of them, so.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. An attorney means it gets set for a pretrial conference. Civil infraction means they completed the civil infraction without coming into the courtroom. So either way, they're resolving the cases, but they don't have to come in here. My last regular arraignment is Robert Adams. He's from Three Rivers. No insurance. Defendant FTA for arraignment. Try OSC first. While you were gone, Mr. Stickley, I tried to call a couple people and wake them up, but I wasn't successful. All right, now we do have a couple of cases that maybe needed a little help from the prosecutor. So we took a break and Mr. Stickley went out. Ashley Gonzalez has proof of insurance. And what'd you find out on that one?
Ashley Gonzalez are willing to do no proof, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Gonzalez, would you come up to the podium? Who'd you speak to?
I talked to Mr. Mayor on all three.
Thank you, Josh. I didn't go to trivia last night, but I expect he probably won again. Ms. Gonzalez, the prosecutors agreed to dismiss this misdemeanor charge for a civil infraction charge of no proof of insurance. That's punishable by a $150 fine. Are you willing to admit to that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't have this proof of insurance in your car at the time, and then later the same day you got insurance.
Yes, sir.
Very good. What do you do in Kalamazoo?
Right now I'm in between jobs. My boyfriend works out here, and that's why I'm out here every day.
Out in St. Joe County?
No, I'm not out here. Out where I got pulled over. American Axle.
Okay. All right. Well, so fine is $150 by 30 days, which is 809,825. You can pay it right now if you want to, but you can use a credit card. Or send in a certified check or money order or bring in green cash. But you're good to go.
Thank you.
So it's not a crime, it's a civil infraction.
Okay, and where do I go if I wanted to pay
Right
something
down here
right
at the
now?
counter.
Just at the counter?
Mhm.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right.
good.
Yes, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Colin Potter.
Can I see it? Yes.
So here's the details.
Good morning.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button.
He showed proof of the driver's license being reinstated and the insurance. The prosecutor's office is going to dismiss Mr. Potter's case.
Oh, wow. What about altogether?
The driving while license and the no proof, yeah. So the no trips, yeah.
There's a stop sign. They're going to dismiss that too.
I didn't have that one, Your Honor, for some reason. I apologize. I just back. Is it a civil infraction?
Yes, under, that would be a $120 fine. The other charges would be dismissed.
He's caught a pre-trial. I apologize. I did not bring that up.
All right, we'll set him aside. I should have given you the file, I'm sorry. Iris Lopez Cortez. She had open end talks where she said it wasn't hers. She was driving to work. She had a defective equipment and an impeding traffic.
So, Your Honor, if she takes the speeding, they will dismiss the rest.
All right. Are you folks here on the Colon case?
Yeah.
All right. Hi.
Could I get Ashley Gonzalez, please?
All right, well, it's not even actually speeding, it's impeding traffic.
Or impeding. Okay.
It's a special kind of speeding that doesn't carry any points. It does carry a $105 fine. So they're gonna dismiss the defective equipment and dismiss the open intox misdemeanor if you plead to impeding traffic, which is a very watered down kind of speeding ticket. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you willing to admit to that?
Yeah.
All right. I guess it says you were going 70. All right. Impede traffic fine. Is $105. By fee schedule. Our fee schedule is much lower than other counties. If this was Kalamazoo County, it'd probably be $270 or something, but can you pay that within 30 days? $105?
Yeah.
I'll make that due by September 8th. Well, Mr. Fair and Miss Becker both have gone out to see the prosecutor. There's your information. Jenny, if Mr. Klein can get an email address from him, I can send him a message to join, but he's not having any success logging in. Ms. Cortez, you're free to go.
I can leave it.
You can just pay it right here if you want to. Right at the counter.
I'll just wait.
All right.
Thank you.
Brandy Brown. Brandy, why don't you just sit right there next to your PO?
Mr. Klein has been in contact with us. He first told us that his phone broke, so he can't use Zoom for right now. He's downloading Zoom, so he can log on.
Well, he is what's called a giant pain in the neck, and unless he does it quite soon, we aren't gonna be able to do it today.
Okay, like that. Thank you, Judge.
This is file number 222311 ST, Brandy Marie Brown. Brandy's here with her probation officer, Daniel Frazine. This is just a consult. I kind of try to stay in contact with Miss Brown. She had a bad accident where she got an injury, which really debilitated her, and she's been recovering from that. Daniel and I discussed this a few weeks ago, and he said, well, let's just have her come in for a consultation. So Daniel, what's the status here?
Well, last I have is she owes $25 on 2018-69 ST, never paid on 21-13-13-11-1080. It's an ordinance, and never paid on 23-11 ST. She did pay off one or two of the other cases, but she got a new citation, 25-9068882.
Just slow down.
Do you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Well, forget about AI, quantum computing.
25-9068882, which I have, she still owes 120, but I do believe she made a payment today. I don't know on which one it went to. Probation was usually the last one that it goes to, so. But I'm not sure you even charge anything for probation. I think you're just charging her to.
I just had her on probation to get. So did you make a payment today, Ms. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
How much did you pay today?
$50.
All right. What I would like to do is get everything paid and get off your back. What's the new ticket for?
It said that when he pulled me over, he told me I stopped just past the stop sign. But the ticket says I failed to obey a stop sign, but I'm fighting that ticket because actually this time I was not wrong.
All right, well, how are you doing with your recovery?
I'm doing a lot better. I still need help here and there, but I take care of myself till pretty much. I still need help showering or dressing sometimes, but I'm doing a lot better.
All right, well, all right, now what's your name, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Maxwell.
What's your last name, Maxwell?
Canada.
All right.
I'm here for the 10 a.m. trials.
Oh, you're just here. I thought you're certainly, it's a public courtroom. Everybody's welcome. I thought that case might generate some interest. Mr. Stickley, what else have you got for me?
On the Colin Potter matter, Your Honor, they'll dismiss the parking or the stop sign.
All right, dismiss all charges. It's a pretty sweet deal, Mr. Potter.
Sure.
For Josh Robert. You're good to go, sir.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
All right, that finishes our arraignments. We have a number of pretrials percolating out there. Mr. Peter Fair was out there, and Cammie Becker was back, and from her world tour, she stopped by Centerville.
You want me to come up?
I got to get the file. You have $228 worth of other unpaid tickets. All right. Yeah. Could somebody bring me Cammie Becker's file? We're coming up on our 10 o'clock hearing. I'd like to get as much of this done before that starts. I knew this would be a busy morning. We had a lot of no-shows, which are not very efficient when the people don't show up, but they do make the morning go faster. Thank you, Josh.
Good morning.
Is Abby with us now?
Yep, Abby's with us.
All right, I said a little announcement that she was with us. So we are fully staffed for the first time in about 10 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all concerned. Yes, Abby Stoll is with us also. That's very good news. All right, Cammie Jean Becker got charged with no operator's license. She had a pretrial with the prosecutor this morning. Mr. Robert has agreed to reduce it to a charge called allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. That's the one that carries no points, doesn't get abstracted to your license, and won't affect your ability to keep or maintain your driving privileges. Very good. Ms. Becker, how are you doing?
I am doing extremely good.
Where are you?
Here in Centerville.
All right, you've had your ups and downs.
I
I'm
have.
glad to hear you're doing better.
I am.
Are you working someplace?
I'm not yet. I am currently watching the kids while boyfriend goes to work. But I'm currently looking, like because ups and downs, it's a little bit more difficult than it is for others to find a job. So.
But right now you're sort of a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. Hence my little sidekick.
She was with you before.
Absolutely. She's with me everywhere.
All right. Well, the good news is this won't go on your driving record. The bad news is it carries a $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fees. That's $200. I'm going to make it part of your current payment plan.
Okay.
On August 22nd, I told viewers that the road to artificial general intelligence was already.
I'm going to give you a little cutout here of what it is that you do owe.
Okay. And like I said, I just made a payment this morning, so.
All right, very good. How much?
50.
Very good. Well, we'll just send you out to the counter. I was going to give you that sheet. Here it is. They don't trust me with scissors. These are the big ones. Somebody sent me some small ones because they were afraid I'd hurt myself. Here's what you owe minus the $50 that you paid today.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go. Let me give this to the court officer. He can take you out and you can make this part of your payment plan.
Okay.
Shayna, do I have any more pre-trials coming in?
Well, that's it for today. Let's see. Tomorrow is Judge Washington. Judge Elaine Washington. Tomorrow is Judge Elaine Washington out of Washtenaw County. I believe she's Washtenaw County. If you're not a subscriber, if you like the content that's on this channel and you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. By doing so, you're helping to support this channel. I appreciate your support. So that's it for today. Ciao, ciao, ta-ta. Have a good evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
do it all with your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. You fix it all, fix it all. You fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's right when I'm falling apart. You put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. From the wires tangled up to the broken dreams, you know how to mend all my scattered seams. With your steady hands, you refill my heart. Every piece that's lost gets a brand new start. You fix it all, fix it all. You fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's bright when I'm falling apart. You put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. Daniel, make it right when the world shuts down, and I can't see clear. You're my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. Fix it all, I will standing tall to all you do. From the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's